As bulbs start to fade and herbaceous borders grow in leaps and bounds, could summer really be approaching? Here with her sunny disposition, Camilla Bassett-Smith celebrates the new month with her May gardening calendar, bringing a vibrant, shining beacon of colourful joy to our gardens. He waxed lyrical.
Oh, what a lovely introduction. I say the warmer weather is here, but I've still got the bobble for a bit longer.
I think you're, that's nailed on, that bobble.
It is, yeah. It'll be difficult to get it off.
Yeah.
But as you said, May is here, and with it, kamassias. Now, I think kamassias are a bulb and a plant that perhaps could do with a PR agent. Because they are gorgeous, but I don't think many people know about them, Alan. I don't know what you think. People say, what are those often?
Yeah, they're beautiful, they're elegant, they look right in long grass.
Yeah.
And often, daffodils fizzle out and don't flower terribly well, some varieties. Tulips certainly fizzle out in long grass. I grow kamassias and they just multiply year on year, and they're gorgeous with these spires of stars.
As you said, such a good plant for naturalising, and also a bulb that doesn't mind moist soil. Most bulbs like a drier situation, don't they? And these are just glorious. This one is a blue candle, and it's such a light blue colour, isn't it? But as you said, in a bank, alongside a pond. You can grow them in a herbaceous border as well, but I think they look best, as you said.
Oh, yeah, I've got some at the back. I've got white ones at the back of a border. Their flowering season isn't long. You're lucky if you get 2 or 3 weeks out of them, but they're so spectacular when they're there. And in long grass, if you've got a bit of meadow grass, that's where they're best for me.
Yeah, really so. And at Chelsea the last few years as well, we've seen more of them there, I think. I think Chris Beardshaw did a garden, and he was actually my tutor at college a very long time ago, but he brought some in and people were looking at them, and I think people are becoming more aware of them. Stunning to grow and something a little bit different.
Yeah.
And in the asparagus family, which moves us nicely on.
Oh, did you see that link?
See that seamless
link? Did you feel it? Yeah.
I felt it. So asparagus is a crop which is a real delicacy, isn't it, really? It's something, I think, with growing produce, it's always worthwhile growing something that's quite expensive to buy, because then it makes sense to grow it. And these plants, they take a bit of time to get going, don't they? But really worthwhile growing. And I've got some examples here. This is what asparagus does, isn't it, if you leave it?
It turns into fern.
Yes.
Yeah, and after June, you need to let it do that to fuel next year.
So basically, these are asparagus ferns as they would grow if you'd leave them, aren't they? But effectively, this is what you get.
Yeah, and that's when and that's been ready for cutting for about 2 days now. It had been half that size yesterday.
Yes.
They put on inches in a day.
They do. They shoot up so quickly. And effectively, that part of it is right at the top
right
there.
At the top there.
From this one that hasn't been cut.
Yeah.
But they're such great plants. And I mean, what you would do, get your asparagus knife, which is a really serious piece of equipment, and you would cut under the soil, wouldn't you? Take it down.
And now, the garden at Highgrove, for instance, they cut absolutely everything, don't leave anything at all until the middle of June. So the whole lot comes off.
Yes.
Eat. Middle of June, stop. Let it all come up.
Yeah.
So don't worry about cutting it all. Oh, I ought to leave 1 or 2.
No.
Yes, you should, but only from the middle of June onwards.
Yes, and then harvest it all and have a good week of asparagus soup and asparagus, all sorts of lovely things.
And May is the month for asparagus.
It is.
And you, as a Gilbert and Sullivan fan, should know that.
Why? Oh, gosh, now you're testing me.
Am I catching you out?
You're catching me out. Tell me.
The gondoliers.
Yes.
Prime ministers and such as they grew like asparagus in May.
Yes.
And dukes were 10 a penny.
Yes.
You don't often catch her out on Gilbert and Sullivan.
I was thinking, where do they mention asparagus? Yes, of course.
Yeah.
And I live quite near to Evesham, actually, the Vale of Evesham, which is known for its asparagus.
Country. Now then.
Yes. Hanging baskets.
It looks like work to me.
It's so exciting this time of year because the fear of frost is over, isn't it?
Yep,
Fingers crossed.
just about.
And we can get planting our hanging baskets. There's so much choice in all the shops now as to the basket plants that you can get that I'm almost like a child in a sweet shop. Which colour, which ones to get?
They have a bad press, don't they, hanging baskets?
They do. And many councils actually aren't putting them up as much as perhaps they did because of health and safety. But I think in gardens they're so valuable because they make the most of space all around you.
Yeah, and hanging up outside something like shepherd's hut here and whatnot. They're lovely, and people shouldn't be too snooty about them.
No, I think they're glorious. There's so many different ones you can get, from the simple rattan, which
Yes, that's rather lurid, isn't it?
It's quite bright, but it's quite cheap and cheerful. And this one may be something slightly different to the normal plain-coloured rattan.
And of course it will be disguised when things tumble over it.
Yes, exactly. You can cover it in a trailing petunia. To the very basic, Alan, I mean, this is no great example. It's covered in rust from the back of my shed.
It doesn't matter.
But it's such a basic basket, isn't it?
It works.
And as you said, it does work. You know, it lasts a long time. This one, I dread to think how long I've had this one. But it does the job, and it's cheap, and it's easy to work with.
Oh, Simon Lycett would say, not cheap, inexpensive.
Inexpensive, exactly. But we've got some work to do. So you've got a sort of chicken wire one there, which I think looks quite nice. And I've got this one, which I thought was quite interesting. It's on a bit of an angle. A bit eccentric, like myself.
You've been at your lawn again and very kindly given me some moss to line mine with, because you've got to stop the compost falling through the holes.
That's true. And lining, you've got moss from my lawn. You can use coir. A lot of people see these, don't they? The coir linings, which are okay, but I prefer moss, or, new to me, I haven't used this before, this is British black wool from sheep.
Can I have a bit of that? Because I haven't got enough moss here.
I did wonder.
Is that what you... Yes, I thought you'd shortchange me.
No, it's not really on,
and my stuff will be falling through the holes.
Do you want a little bit
more?
more?
So this is just sheep's wool?
Yes, just sheep's wool.
Oh,
and it retains water.
Thank you, that's perfect.
Which is really good. It's quite nice as well, the darker colour.
Yeah.
You can get it in white as well, but you don't see it as much. So
peat-free compost.
Yes, indeed. Pop that in. Now, this is going to be a bit of a challenge, this one on the side for me, I think. We'll see what happens. But it's very good because it retains the moisture.
So I've got white here, have we?
Yes, you have. You've got sophisticated Sissinghurst style.
Calliope white.
And as you said, it's a good idea to get a mixture of those trailers and also uprights.
Well, it's the old thrillers, fillers and spillers,
oh, that's
isn't it,
nice.
Really? Yeah.
I haven't heard that phrase before. It sounds like a little Gilbert Sullivan song.
They creep into everything.
They do. So, this is going all right so far, I think, she says. I've just got my lining in. I'm going for... Now, petunias, I just love trailing petunias, Alan,
well,
because
they're
all
so
of the
good,
colours,
such good value, aren't they?
These night sky ones with the little dashes on, and then the ones with the white edges. So pretty, and so many different ones that are available. They do sometimes get aphids, don't they? They get a little bit sticky.
But they don't stop flowering, rather like this little thing called bacopa.
Oh,
which,
yes.
again, this is a good spiller.
It is, isn't it?
It'll come down the front.
And it really does spill. I find with bacopa, it's like that now, but wait a few weeks and they literally come right down, don't they? So you've got a scented leaf pelargonium there, because I can't remember which
one is... You just... Apple.
Apple. Oh, do you have an apple one at home?
No, I don't have an apple one.
Well, you do now.
I'm taking this home, won't I?
There you go. Right. This is harder to do on this side, you know.
I can't get much more in here. Right. And if you're worried if the weather is a bit unfavourable when you're doing it, hang it in a porch or a carport or something. Just give it a bit of shelter for a week or so before you put it out.
That's
and it's
a good
not
idea.
quite such a shock. Got a mixture. You can see my sheep's wool and my moss.
It's very unique.
So, moss that side, sheep's wool.
That's okay, isn't it? Tumbling.
Yeah.
From the side.
That.
I think that looks, yes,
Wonderful.
A little bit unusual.
Thanks, Camilla. As ever, inspirational.